Hello, I'm Wilder Mitchell. Welcome to the latest of my video updates. So I'm doing another Q&A for you today. Only today I'm out in the garden. It's a nice sunny day and I'm just about to go to the gym, and so I thought I'd change the setting up a little. Dexter's not with me today, however he is running around in the garden just out of shot, so he's still my mascot. He's still here with us. Before I answer a couple of questions, don't know whether you know, if you saw my last video, I selected a couple of questions that I selected the best ones of, because I posted on a group saying ask me anything basically. The vast majority of people on the group knew I was a bodybuilder, knew my story, many of which follow my page or subscribe to my channel, but a lot of them, however, made it quite apparent they didn't know who I was. So my next thing I just want to say before I answer my questions is that a lot of the comments that I was getting were positive. A lot of people were supportive and seemed to appreciate what I did, even if they weren't part of the let's say bodybuilding or fitness world themselves. They showed me respect, which is all I can ask for. Many of them watched my video and commented on my posts regardless of their interest in the sport, which I thought was nice. However, there were a lot of negative comments as well. Now, for the best part, negative comments do kind of bounce off me. That's just because I'm used to it. I'm used to people having something bad to say. For what reason, I don't know, but it's always happened to me, so I'm kind of used to it. Also, my job, while I'm not doing my bodybuilding, at nights I work as a nightclub bouncer as well, which I did mention on my post as well. I don't know whether many of you read that, but yes, I am a nightclub bouncer too. And so obviously with that job comes a lot of confrontation from people, sometimes physical, quite often physical actually, people trying to punch me, spit on me, jump on me, whatever. So I'm used to that, that's normal. I can handle myself in that respect. But of course I'm going to get people abusing me as well verbally, trying to belittle me, undermine me. Way back when I first started doing that job, it did affect me, it did offend me. I couldn't understand why people could be so horrible. For what benefit it was to them to be so horrible to another person, I don't know. But you know, I'm a little older now and I've been doing the job a little bit longer, and now it means nothing to me now. I'm used to it. I always take the higher ground. I'm an intelligent person, or at least I think I am, and so I don't need to lose my temper with these people, and the same goes for the people on my page. If anything, as patronising as it may sound, it is quite amusing to read some of the comments. You know, I likened it a lot to being in a zoo and seeing a chimpanzee throwing its own feces at me against the glass. I can stand there and watch, and it doesn't hit me, but it's amusing to watch these people almost make themselves look like idiots. So a lot of the comments were about ego, assuming that I have a big ego, assuming that I think a lot of myself, that I'm full of myself, and I think mainly that is due to the fact of my aesthetics, the fact that I come across like this musclehead douchebag thing that is seen on televisions and films, like idiotic meathead, which I think is a shame that stereotype exists. What's also a shame is that the people on this group, who I would have considered to be like-minded, intelligent people, were judgmental enough to criticise me based on my intelligence, my apparent idiocy, and my big-headedness and my kind of egotistical nature, which I can tell you I don't have. I'm most certainly not full of myself. In fact, quite the opposite. I don't really like to talk about it, but I feel like I'm going to today. I am quite an insecure person, actually, quite juxtaposed to my image, especially with my tattoos and my beard and piercings and my size and my physique. Actually, quite the opposite. I am quite an insecure person. In fact, quite is an understatement. I have bipolar disorder, which means that I'm basically manic depressive, very self-critical, judgmental of myself, very depressive person when I go into my dark places, which I do visit frequently. and I'm on medication for it. I have to visit counsellors and psychotherapists for it. So when people tell me, and I'm full of myself, that is kind of hurtful actually, because there's a lot more to the story than I think people know. And so I'm going to just move on to the next points now. I'm sorry to be so serious and kind of depressive, but so I'm going to go on to next with some questions. I promised the people of the page that I would answer as many questions as I could. Obviously I can't answer them all in one video, since I tend to ramble quite a lot and haven't got that much time. So today's video I'm going to answer a few questions that I couldn't mention in my last one, and I will do another one and another one after that if I feel there are enough questions to answer. So first question today is how long will it take a regular man to build a body like yours? Well, for me it's taken about 7 or 8 years of training hard. However, the first couple of years were just kind of getting into it. I did a lot of martial arts, from kind of Thai boxing to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, regular boxing, and then later on, once I started my security, I did look at a little bit of Krav Maga and things like that, and street fighting. So my training really wasn't primarily focused around bodybuilding for a long while. It was fitness, keeping healthy, very cardio based to begin with. And then when I started to enjoy bodybuilding, I didn't really know what I was talking about. However, I did used to flick through the magazines, as cliche as it is, as all the bodybuilders say. They look at pictures of Arnold and kind of other figures of the sport from that time, and realise just how impressive those physiques were, even if they weren't aesthetically pleasing, not necessarily attractive, which I think is the misconception here, that I do what I do to be attractive. That's not the case. It's a sport. Bodybuilding is a sport. It's about creating an almost grotesque, I don't mean that in the literal sense, but something overpowering, overbearing, something that's very physically dominant to look at. So that's why I got into bodybuilding. As for how long it took me to do it, as I said, about 7-8 years. But I'd say if I was doing it solidly, about 6 years of solid bodybuilding training, with bodybuilding being the main focus of my achievement. I'd say, yeah, 6 or 7 years. So you have to do it religiously and very hard as well. Remember, it's not just casual gym going. For me, it's very precise look at diet, nutrition, when I eat and what I eat, how I train, when I train, and how hard and heavy I train. The exact precise plans being, I've worked out for myself. So it's not just a case of lifting up weights. However, anyone that thinks about getting into bodybuilding, that's how you have to get into it. You can't just go from to nothing to having everything. You need to gradualise yourself into it. That's how everyone does it. That's how I did it. And trying to do too much too soon is going to burn. You're going to burn yourself out. So, hope that answers your question. Yeah, 7 to 8 years, 5-6 years of solid training, but about 7 to 8 years of physical exercise and fitness is what's got me from where I am to where I am now. From where I was to where I am now. Next question. My dog food says it has a new, better taste. Who do you think tastes it? I thought that was a good question, and excuse me, Dexter's just run past and pulled my microphone off, so I'm going to refix that, sorry. Right, ironic really, since we were talking about dog food. Has a new, better taste. Who do you think tastes it? Weird question, that one, but I promise to answer it. People, actually. Yeah, there is a job out there for people to taste dog food. Dogs can't give a lot of feedback really verbally, so it's down to people, human beings whose job it is to taste dog food with a fork out of a bowl and give their critical analysis of the dog food, and cat food as well, I believe. So I've done it. I eat dog food. My favourite is organic luxury chicken dinner with vegetables for dogs. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, people taste dog food. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Best post-workout food besides shakes. I'll always have a protein shake when I finish my workout, mainly because it's a quick intake of protein. it's a fast digesting protein. That's what you need after you've exerted your body like that. So so apart from shakes, I mean, the obvious would be some other protein in another form, like a chicken, turkey, something quite lean, high in protein. And I'd say for your carbohydrate, even if you are dieting, getting something sugary in there is beneficial too. Ice cream, even when dieting, ice cream is actually better for producing an insulin spike than a lot of other sugary things. So, you know, even like donuts or cakes or whatever you want to, you know, anything sweet, any sweet treats out there, ice cream is the best for producing a high insulin spike, and the insulin spike is great. It gets all the nutrients into your body faster. Insulin itself is an anabolic hormone, so high insulin levels in the body is a good thing, you know, within a proper balance. Obviously you don't want to give yourself diabetes or anything like that, but a quick spike of insulin, ice cream with your protein shake, something sweet. Some people use Haribo sweets, or just a sweet, basically. So a bag of sweets with your protein shake or a bowl of ice cream. Sounds silly. Again, maybe you're expecting something a little bit more unique, but that's literally it. Not too much, just enough to get your insulin spike up. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. How many times a day do I eat? Off season and on season, both pretty much the same. It's just the foods that are different, and the macronutrients that are different. So I'd say probably at least 5 times a day. In my off season, I might try and just keep on eating right up until I need to go to bed. So it can be anywhere up to 8 times a day. But at the moment I'm eating about 5 times a day, and I'm eating about 35-40 grams of carbs per meal on a medium day, a medium carb day, which I discussed in my previous videos what I mean by that. So yeah, that's what I'm at, about at least 5 times a day as how many times I eat. So I hope that answers that question. Secondly, a question for your beard. How do you look so awesome? Well, how do I grow a beard like that? Well, the key thing is to just wait and don't shave. That's how I grew this beard. But in all seriousness, once my beard grew to a certain length, I went a bit mad on the research on beard maintenance. So I've started using olive oil on it, actually, which I think is what the Spartans used to use, and we all know they had good beards. So a bit of olive oil on before bed, keep it nice and soft, strong. I wax it as well. I get this bit of a point hair wax or moustache wax, which I use, and a good brush and a comb every now and then is what I'd say, and a trim. But apart from that, yeah, just don't shave. It's how you grow a beard, unless you're follically challenged, in which case I'd say, you know, I don't know really. Every beard's different. The only bad beard is no beard. That's what I say. So yeah, that's the answer for my beard. Right, is there any more questions? No, that's all the questions I've actually got here. So some of them are a little bit silly, and some of them I hope answered your serious questions. Tomorrow or the day after, whenever I get a chance, I'll try and record another video. I know the videos seem to take quite a while to upload, but you know, I'm not doing them off my phone. It's a much slower process doing it properly like this. So if you can wait and be patient, then this video will be up soon. Ironic that sounds, because you're probably watching it now, so that sounds stupid. The next video that I'll do tomorrow will be up very soon. So I hope that is satisfying enough for you. And as I always say at the end of my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. There should be a little subscribe button up at the end of this video. And also like my fan page and share it if you want, or comment on your anything you wish to tell me or ask me, and I'll try and get back to you. So I have noted the other questions that have been sent my way that haven't been featured in today's video, so don't despair, I haven't ignored you. I'm just doing them bit by bit as I go along. So if your question hasn't been answered today, then look out for it tomorrow or the day after, and it'll be up soon, I promise. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.